dismissed.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order here at 7 p.m. Any amendments to the agenda? And no public comment. So we will move to election of officers.
Can we make it in one motion? Or do we need two motions?
I've got it.
Okay. I make a motion, Roger as president.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
And then secretary.
I will move Aaron Better, secretary for 2026.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have the minutes from our December 22nd meeting. Take a motion to accept those minutes.
I'll make that motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second. Yeah.
We had a motion, we didn't know 1 second.
For the minutes.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Or no, Matt did, excuse me.
We made a motion in that second.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as presented, say aye.
Aye.
What's the date?
Yeah, that's the date. 16. And under new business, we need to approve a contract for the mowing of Leininger Cemetery. I have 3 quotes for that. The current, or for 2025, Young's Landscaping had the contract, and he submitted a quote of $850. We also got a quote from Stout Mowing, and his quote was $45 per mow. And Bailey Lawn Care was $600 for the entire season.
And those are based off of mowing every other week.
Yes.
Right. So each bid was put in that way.
Yes, we just have to, with Stouts.
Yes.
Yeah, we just have to calculate that.
So 850, 600, and approximately 675 for Stout. 600 for Bailey. Okay. Preference, obviously, the lower is attractive.
I will make a motion that we accept Bailey Lawn Care.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor of accepting the Bailey quote for mowing of Leininger Cemetery, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then next we have John Edders contract for upkeep, mowing, general care of the park and Ball Diamond. he has already signed it, he's already agreed to it, so we just all need to sign his contract.
$2,500.
Mhm.
I make a motion that we accept, John Etter's contract for taking care of, township park.
And I will second that.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye. Good time to decide to die on it. Oh, see, that's it.
Get to work, right? There's none.
Okay, and last thing on the agenda is the annual financial report. So this has been prepared to submit to Gateway. And I'll kind of walk through, there's 19 pages here, but not all of them are full pages. If you flip over to the first page, sorry, the way it printed. Flip it up. Yeah, flip it up. So this shows each fund and what the beginning balance was on January 1st, how much we took in, and then how much we paid out, so then the ending balance on December 31st. And then the next page, page 3, breaks that down a little bit more as far as the receipts. It shows how much in property taxes, how much lit, how much CVET came in for each of those funds. So just the township fund, the general fund, firefighting, and then the Cume Fire Fund are the only 3 funds that receive property taxes and CVET money. So that's how it's broken down.
And those add up to these.
The 186, 243. So then on page 4, these are all of the disbursements by fund. So township fund, it shows those broken down into salaries and wages, office supplies, etc. So then it totals each fund. Township assistance, the total that was paid out there. Then the firefighting contract, and everything that was paid out of recreation. And then it breaks down the disbursements by vendor. So it shows who was paid and how much they were paid out of each fund. Page 9 just lists all the different funds. 10 and 11, don't really have anything on there. Page 12 are leases, we don't have any leases. It requires to put something in there, so I just put $1 in there. Page 14 is a list of capital assets. So land, infrastructure, buildings, machinery. And then starting on page 16, it goes over township assistance. So the total number of requests, I did get 4 requests for township assistance by people who do reside in Clear Creek Township. I did get a few more requests, but they did not live here, so I gave them the number that they needed to call. So there were 2 households that did receive assistance last year for the total of $26.45. And then you can see that there was 1 that was for utilities, and then 1 that was for housing. We had no one, no food assistance, no health care.
So you had 4 requests and only 2 were granted then, is that what that means at the top?
Yes.
Because of the 2 that weren't,
They,
were those the ones that weren't in the township?
no, the other 2, I sent the paperwork to them, but then they never followed through on that.
Gotcha.
So out of the 4, 2 of them did fill out the paperwork, and I met with them, but the other 2 never followed up. Yeah, and that's the end of the financial report. Any questions about anything? Any financial report?
I'll make a motion to accept them as presented, or the report as presented.
I can second that.
Okay, all those in favor of accepting the annual financial report, say aye.
Aye.
Any other comments or questions? Okay.
The only thing I would say is, if we've heard any more, anybody else heard anything about more pickleball courts over at the park? I mean, we talked about that last year. So just throwing that out for
Keep that
future
in the forefront
reference.
as an idea
Yes,
to add.
yes.
Okay.
Because
It's not built in the budget for this year, correct?
No, and once we, well, the contract has been signed for the new fire truck, and we decided that Clear Creek would pay 75%, and then Warren Township would pay the 25%. So we have more of an idea of what that's going to be. But that won't be until 27 when they get their truck, April 27. Any other comments? Questions? Okay, we will adjourn.